Hi there. It's almost winter, and most of us are dreaming of this. But the reality was, last season it was more like this. The trouble is that if you weren't really on the slopes experiencing it personally, oh God. Okay, try it again. 3, 2. Hi. It's almost winter, and we're kind of starting to think about skiing and snow, and this is the vision that we have in our head. But the reality of last season and a couple of seasons before that was more like this. And unless you were here in Utah skiing our slopes, you probably thought it was pretty good. That's because the ski areas love to make lemonade out of lemons. My name is Jill Adler, and I'm a ski rider and a ski instructor, and I've lived in Utah for more than 20 years. I know I'm not solving world peace, and it's just right, left, and having a great day on the hill. But the problem is that skiing is an expensive sport. And if a family comes out to Utah and spends a week here, they could easily spend between $5,000 and $10,000 just for a week. And what is happening now is that the ski resorts are trying really hard to get your money.
Because the ski resorts are trying really hard.
Okay. 3, 2.
Action.
The ski resorts are trying really hard to get your dollars, the ones you worked hard to save and to save up for that vacation. Ski riding used to be real, and skiing used to be real. But I don't know if you've noticed it as you thumb through all the ski magazines now. There are those special advertising sections. And in fact, the whole magazine looks like a special advertising section now. The articles, the gear, everything is funded through the ads that they have in the magazines. And so, who do you know what to trust?
Pick up that last line. I want to hear it. The ads, the line you bobbled.
Okay.
The ads.
In fact, now when you read a ski magazine, you wonder if the entire thing is a special advertising section. It's the gear, the resort news, the travel pieces that you read. They're all bought and paid for, essentially, because everyone wants to keep the advertisers happy. And that's exactly what happens at the resorts in Utah. They love having journalists and writers come out as long as they're writing something positive. So here's my appeal to you. I want to keep ski journalism and skiing real for you. I want to help you make the best decisions possible, knowing what the ski conditions are like.
Hold up a second. We've got to back up, guys. We're going to have to, just because her hands.
I'm using my hands, so you got. Sorry, I can keep my hands.
Pull back.
And you, while I was hitting you, you did just a little bit.
Okay.
So.
Did it go in front of Jill's face?
No.
Okay, we're fine. Tilt up, just you tilt down, right there.
We are not
I'm gonna get
level
that flag.
anymore. This
Okay,
leg is
what just
collapsing.
happened? Did you focus on it? Yep. Okay. And action, Jill.
Winter's in the air. I am excited, and I hope you are too. If you're a skier and you're anywhere near Utah or planning to visit Utah, I know that you are. The thing is, what we have in our heads for the upcoming ski season is like this. But the reality was, last year, it was more like this. It's kind of depressing. But people still came out to Utah, and they spent thousands of dollars to ski these slopes. And it was the ski resorts that have the most amazing abilities to turn lemonade out of lemons, and created this huge spin so that you could take your hard-earned money and give it all to them. Which is great. I mean, if you want a really slick mountain vacation, you can spend those thousands of dollars and you can come here. But the problem was that a lot of people came here expecting epic conditions, and they just didn't happen. And the problem that I have with the ski industry today is that it's basically owned by the resorts. Anywhere you read about a ski area or a trip to a ski area, it's all glowing and positive. And I'm the first one to rave about skiing. I love the sport. I live in Utah. I moved here from California. I grew up skiing the slopes of Mammoth Mountain. I am a ski instructor for over 20 years, starting at Deer Valley. But after a while, you start to realize that just because skiing is fantastic, there are good days and there are bad days. And wouldn't you want to know about the bad days too?
Work your hands up higher or keep them down.
Okay,
Yeah.
not like fingers.
You
Yeah.
can't. I can't just keep seeing these hands
Okay.
appearing. It'll be distracting.
Okay, I'll keep them down.
Okay.
Sit on my hands.
No, you can if you want to work them up.
But then I'm like, oh my
no,
God.
work them at least as high as your this high.
As my chest.
high. There you go. You can go down a little more with them. But yeah, no lower than go down with them. No lower than that. Okay.
Okay.
And
So if
go.
I bring, but I can
you-
bring them
yeah,
up into the screen.
Bring them up. That's
Okay.
great. But
Okay.
but if they stay down low the whole time,
Down here.
then you're just gonna see these little spiders.
Okay.
creeping up.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
let's
try and-
cut, and we're gonna. Okay, so what? Why do you want to create this blog, this honest blog? What does it do for us?
I have always been known as a kind of person that speaks her mind, has a strong opinion, doesn't sugarcoat, and I've pissed a lot of people off. But at the same time, I'm glad about it because if my honesty can help somebody make an informed decision, then I've done my part. And I've always been passionate about skiing and passionate about the mountains, but I also want to keep them real. And there is nothing that annoys me more than hearing somebody rave about the wonderful snow conditions when it's icy out there. And who wants to pay top dollar for a lift ticket on that day when they can save their money and wait for a really good day? And we've gotten to that point where we don't know who to trust anymore. And I want my voice to be honest and authentic. I want it to be that one that people can come to and can trust. Even if it's a little edgy, even if it's not always something that's warm and fuzzy, they know that what they're reading is real.
If the resorts are giving you a pass, a lift pass, to critique their resort, what do they expect out of that?
They expect that they own you. If a resort gives you a pass, and that's what they've done in the past, I'm going to back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
As a ski rider, the Utah resorts have always been very, very welcoming. They knew that if you came to their resort, they gave you a lift ticket because you don't make a lot of money riding, and you couldn't afford to come ski there, especially if you bought a season pass someplace else, but they want you to come visit their resort and write about it. The only way that's going to happen is if they give you a lift ticket. And in the past, they knew that you would come and you would have whatever experience you would have and you would write about it. And remember that saying, no news is good news, or any news is good news? Well, now that's changed a lot. And the resorts give you a lift ticket only after they ask you, what are you going to do for us? And that really crosses the line of ethical journalism. Sure, it's skiing. You go right, you go left. You have fun, and it's snow, and it's a day on the mountain. But at the same time, I'm a writer, I'm a journalist, and I don't want to lie. And I don't want to write something fluffy and something fun and something good just because somebody gave me a lift ticket. But that's what you read about all the time. If you see an article in a magazine, if you see an article in a newspaper, chances are the publication didn't pay for it. The resort, the hotel, the restaurant did. And it's fine as long as that journalist, that writer, has some ethics. If you have a bad meal, you should write you had a bad meal. Or you should tell the restaurant why you can't write about it because you had a bad meal. You don't want to write that you had a great meal when it was bad so that your readers go and spend $200 on a date night and have a rotten meal too. Wouldn't you feel responsible? Well, the same thing applies to skiing. And it's just gotten worse. And I'm not the kind of person that bends over.
What are you trying to accomplish with this?
I want to be able to go to the resorts, to ski freely, and to write freely. I want to be able to say, hey, great, Park City joined with Canyon, and it's the world's largest ski resort, or the country's largest ski resort. But big whoop, are you really gonna ski back and forth over 7,000 acres? Probably not. The hype is, look, we've connected. But the reality is, you're probably not gonna use it. So don't go there with that intention. It's not a bad thing, but it's a real thing. It's a real comment. And I guarantee you, if I said that, somebody would pull my lift ticket.
What do you need from me?
I need your help. To keep my voice honest and to keep my readers believing in what I have to say, I want your help. I want to be able to purchase a deep powder pass, which is actually a contribution to the Cottonwood Canyons Foundation, which helps to maintain environmental stewardship in Little and Big Cottonwood Canyon in the Wasatch Front. But with your support, I can purchase 2 of these passes, and I can ski with you or with other people and write about that experience with an authentic voice, without bending over to a ski area who says, we'll give you a pass, but what are you going to do for me? I want to have that pass and do for you, not the resort. I want you to read my words and know they're coming from an honest place.
Let's cut for a second. Okay. Let us, and Jill, what do you need from people?
What I need from you is your support. For every donation that you make over the amount of $60, you will have access to this pass. It's fully transferable, and it'll allow you to ski Little or Big Cottonwood Canyon this winter, and it'll allow me to keep an authentic voice. If you contribute more than $500, I will take my day and spend it with you. I will ski with you or your children. I will show you around the resorts that are my home and let you see where I ski. So with your support, we can keep skiing real, and we can keep my voice authentic, and I need your help to do that.
Let's cut. The next thing, okay, and tell me about, why would I want to do this, Jill? Who the hell are you?
You might be wondering, who the hell am I? That you should give money so I can go skiing and then write about it. My passion has been skiing since I was 6 years old. I grew up skiing at Mammoth. I worked in Mammoth. I was a ski instructor in Aspen, Colorado. I also have a master's degree in journalism from the University of Southern California. I've combined those 2 passions, writing and skiing. And I've been writing for every major ski publication, from USA Today, Ski Magazine, Salt Lake Magazine, Park City Magazine, to bring you the experiences that happen when you live a mountain lifestyle. And I'm also a level 3 certified PSIA ski instructor. I've taught at Deer Valley for 15 years, and I have been at the canyons for 4 seasons now. I know what I'm talking about. So let's keep me talking.
Cut. And action.
If you had to purchase a day pass at any of the Park City resort, 3-2. If you were to purchase a day pass at any of the Park City resorts, or actually now there's 2, Park City Canyons and Deer Valley, you will be spending more than $100 for the day per person. Now at Little Cottonwood, the average ticket price at Snowbird is $95. Alta's ticket price is $89, and the same goes for Solitude and Brighton. So with your donation, you're saving money and you're helping me. And you're helping yourself.
Good timing. That was off the line. Okay.
Should I say it better? Is there a better?
And let me get back here. And go, Jill.
3-2. Skiing is expensive. The average lift ticket price is $100, and if you wanted a private lesson at any of the resorts, you're going to be spending about $1,000. Wouldn't you want to know where your money is going and make sure that it is spent wisely? This is how you can help. I can write about it. I can tell you what's good, where it's good to go, where you should spend your money. and I can do that with your support.